Nope, I'm not going to make another cover for this planner, but I am going to replace something else in this planner. Hi, I am Kate. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy this video. I do mostly planner related crafts, plan with me's, just to help you inspire to help create your own personalized system. With that said, yes, I'm not doing the cover. I wish I could. I need to figure out basically how to make this cover just a little bit bigger so then I can still say salvage what's on it. But that's another project in itself, and we're not going to work on that today. Today we are going to work on this. So if you are new to my channel, basically my goal planner is the HB90, but I've tweaked it because it's more towards a writer perspective and to-dos and ideas, because Sarah from Heartbreakings is a writer that I kind of changed it to my creative business as making inserts and such, and so that's why some of this looks familiar to her system and not. It's my personal use. I just changed the wording to fit me. So if you see that, that's why. Going forward, yes, I have purchased her undated planner, and I feel that I have contributed to use of license of her planning system. Disclaimer. Okay, so what I'm replacing is these section dividers or dashboards that I first created when I first started getting into the planner community over 4 years ago now. Yeah, been 4 years. So, as you can tell, I basically didn't have the equipment to do bigger stuff, as you can tell with my cover. I could not laminate anything bigger than 8.5 on 11 and it had limits because it only goes so wide and they only give you so much per side to make it work. So basically, my workaround at the time was to move an 8.5 by 11 over and punch it with a happy punch here where it's very thin and you're not going through 3 or 4 different layers. But as you can see, it kind of failed because due to the fact that you can see the other side here and it doesn't cover my tabs. Now, if this is your first time, you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, I have an example of a better finished product. So basically, this is my personal Frankenplanner catch-all section is here. I have a health section and a faith section. So as you can see, you cannot see those tabs. You just see the tabs for this section and this section. They're the same months, but you just see the tabs for them. This just is like a dashboard in the ring system. You see, but some dashboards are the same size as a piece of paper or big and cover the tabs, whichever you want to call it. I call these section dividers because it's one, it's not two, like the transformer way people were doing it, and it divides it to, and you can do anything. I put stickers on it. I label it with some letter stickers and some washi, and other versions I've done is I put more stickers on it and have had written it out, all kinds of stuff. As you can tell, my first version here, I just did some cardstock and put some stickers on top, which that doesn't do so well. I need to do more of a solid color. That's what I discovered is on this part, you need to do more of a solid color. And as you can see, I have more stickers and I kind of match. But on the back end, I use a pattern of some sort. So I still get that cool pattern, but it's like a cover. But, and it's about Yeah, it's about as big as a cover as you see to that Happy Planner cover. It's almost as big as a cover, just a smidge, not so much. I try to keep it, as you can tell here, not too much, but I give myself a little bit of wiggle room where I'm not bumping into these tabs too much. That they're here for me when I'm inside this section to flip to. So, with that said, this is going to be a big project to show you my process. I will be fast forwarding it so that you can see it, but also I will interject voiceover and music as needed. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so as you can see here, I am choosing paper for the back part of the section divider. I always like something, spunky or flowery or whatever. It helps seeing the other side, especially when I'm not using letters to label it. Okay, here I am measuring one of the letter size dividers from the planner, so I know how wide I need to make this, at least greater than, so I can cut these papers down to the correct sizes. And of course measuring the cover too, so that I could see what to keep it in between. So I decided on around 9 inches wide and 11 inches for the height. So this next part, if you look really close, I did a boo-boo. I decided not to cut it out so that you could see that even I can make mistakes. Luckily, I have more. That's when I realized, oh crap. So I got the book back out and got another thing. I'll just do is reuse those ones that I cut wrong in a different project. I have basically in my filing cabinet sorted out by color and such, down to whatever categories. I'm still sorting through it. A box that I used to put things in, but the box is getting too full, and so I'm like, no. So I put it in a file cabinet. So here I got the right ones, and I'm cutting it the right size. Okay, as you can see here, I got some regular, stick glue. You don't need any fancy glue because the point is you're laminating them together, but then you want to hold them in place so when it laminates, it doesn't shift on you. This is just something I do. If you're great at that precision, great. But I've learned with myself that I need to glue them together and make sure that they fit together just right, especially when they're after I'm done decorating them and getting them ready for the laminator so that they don't shift around in the laminator. Okay, so I always seem to miss this step whenever I'm doing covers or section things, but this time I remembered to round off my corners first, because when you don't do it, when it laminates, you're like, dang it, so you barely have a good enough steel. So I'm rounding off the corners here. I'm trying to remember to show you guys what I'm doing here. I usually get really close and just punch, so make sure I get the sides in that correctly, but that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so with that stencil there, you can use a stencil, a 6-inch ruler, anything that has a good flat edge to line up the stickers. So I'm here doing the word quarter to put on there. So I'm just slapping them down. And then later you will see that I will adjust them to get them closer and straight. As well, sometimes, so with my dyslexia, sometimes words don't look like they're spelled right when they are. So you'll see me hesitant here about, like, you'll see me right. So it's the thing with dyslexia. Words and numbers can play games with you, and you question, wait, did I see that correctly? So you're probably wondering where these stickers are. Majority of them are Happy Planner stickers. I basically take apart the sticker books and then glue them to pieces of paper and put them in these ring things that I've created and create the covers so that I can, have them all categorized how my brain works. So I have a video of how I made these. If you are interested, I'll make sure to link it for you guys so you can go check out how I made my sticker books. Okay, so this next sticker book, I call it my word quote sticker book in a sense. It's basically all the stickers that I've found that have quotes and sayings and or just fun phrases and such, small, big, whatever. So I'm going through this book real quick, and on each of them, I'm kind of like, okay, I need, find some good inspirational quotes or sayings for this planner since it's my gold main planner. So you'll see me flip through, put, oh, let's do all the black ones here, and then you see do color ones, and then I do quotes. You'll see the process, and then also I'll do a little bit more decorating, and I'll show you then later. just so you saw, I was about to catch myself. I'm about to pull out this floral sticker book. I didn't realize there was so much stuff in here. I haven't pulled it out since I first got it. So I am picking flowers to decorate these section dividers, just to bring in some color and they're not just all words and such. Okay, so these are the laminate sheets that I'm getting out, and that's my big laminator now that I got from Office Depot, Office Max. I'll make sure it's linked below with the supply list. So these laminated sheets are for 12 by 18. I'm trying to show you here that you can find, Staples or Office Depot. They're 3 ml. And I was trying to show those things, but I did it too quick with this speeding up. But as I'm preparing here, just feeding them through. This is, of course, the boring part. I cut about half of the process here, but basically I want to explain that I put it through the laminator twice. Each side up. So I go this side up and then the other side up, because sometimes it curves and bends. And I'm using the 5 ml setting because it's so thick, because you got 2 pieces of paper in there and this thing. So I do it twice, and then I'll show you the next process. So that's how big the laminator is. So that's why you don't see it all. I'm getting the my guillotine cutter out to cut off the excess. So basically I go to this like certain point where that grain thing is. It's like a couple millimeters, or you could say about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. So I use that as my guide to cut, so I don't cut the exactly close to it, so that it doesn't bubble and pop and loses its seal. Because that's the thing, is once you cut that seal, you'll start have this pocket effect with the laminated sheets. I don't know if you've ever laminated before. So I try to get as close as possible, but also give myself a little bit of a margin so that it doesn't destroy the sealing of the laminate. Now that I got the excess off, I mean, it's all bowing and it buckles the paper, it kind of makes it more flat now. So I do one more pass through with the laminator, keeping it, still at the 5 mm and everything like that. I really enjoyed this one much better than the smaller version of it, because then I don't have to have that feeder thing. It just is flat, and you don't have to worry about a feeder on one side. You just easily, the instructions on the thing, it tells you which way is in and which way is out, so you don't mess up on that part. Okay, so I'm rounding the sharp corners of the laminate right now so I don't get poked in the hand and it hurts. And it really does hurt, at least for me, my sensitive skin. So I'm doing that real quick. It also makes it look nice when they're rounded. I've noticed with some of the other makers or product makers, they do, or they sometimes do and sometimes they don't. So it's just each to its own. I do this because then I feel safe and I don't feel like I'm going to get poked when I accidentally grab it. Okay, so here is the new process. I used to do this with my Levenger punch, but I bought this, the what do they call it? Crop a dial. Um, we are memory creepers dismount punch. But I wanted a guide because I kind of do, especially when I'm using Levenger punch, is I put that between everything. So I try and like, I don't know what the exact margins are and everything like that. So this, I had like, didn't know where to start. And once you get started, it has a guide to show you how wide apart it is and such. The other thing is I didn't put it all the way to the edge of the laminate. I put it at the edge of the paper this time. And so that's why it looks like I'm not doing it correctly. And so this is one of my maybe second project on the using this thing. So if you saw my other project, the sticky note dashboards, that's how that one is. So I'm slipping it in here just to make sure it works fine, spacing's correct, everything like that. So I know if I have to adjust anything to the other ones. So this is what I'll be doing for the next little while, is punching these up. Okay, so as towards the end here, I am going to put these in the planner. I think I ran off to the planner and remove the old ones. So to get ready to show you how it turns out, don't forget to look at the description box below and look for the supply list of what the supplies I use. Also, don't forget, let me know what you think of these voiceovers and the speed I sped up these things for instructional videos. I'm trying to get a good idea of what works for you guys. Okay, I'm all done. So as you can see, if I move it this way, you can show you guys a lot better. Some of them are a bit long, but some of them are not. So they're not perfect. They're handmade, you know, that happens. But it's also very bulky and such. But as you can give you a good view here, you can see that they cover those tabs, and then I can easily just work in that quarter and such. So I may or may not do is because some of this is a bit thicker than the other ones, I've realized, and so that's why they didn't get punched into the paper as well. But I do have, since this is bigger, I have room to trim it down, but the thing is it won't be laminated. So it's one of those things I have to decide, how picky do I want to be? How perfectionist do I want to be? That is all about, you know, each to its own personality. I'm more functional than thing, and if it really bugs me, you might see this change. You might not. But right now, I really enjoyed it. How I did it, it's exactly how, you know, it's, as long as it's big as the cover and it's not gonna bug you, then yeah. I hope you enjoy this video, and comment below. Let me know what you think. Any questions, concerns, any other craft ideas, especially any videos I've made a couple years ago that you want me to redo or update and so forth like that you're interested in. I have quite a few frequently seen videos, so I don't know if I need to do an update on those or not. We'll see. I have to review them again. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, and please check out my other videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.